Now, before we begin, I feel like I need to ask, it's a very important question. Would you like some rock candy? This is watermelon flavored. I've heard it's quite good for helping you relax before a very clearly important exam. Now, if watermelon isn't your taste, we also have, I don't know the exact flavour, probably strawberry, but you know, it looks like a heart. You can't really tell, but ooh, right there. So we also have strawberry as well. Or, if you'd prefer, we do in fact have almost like a mix of both. So, are we craving some rock candy today, or are we going to leave it? Okay, no problem. So then, today we help you with your stress, and then we send you away happy as a clown. So then, let me just have a look, see here, just feel around your face. These are new gloves as well, so we'll have to see how they sound, how they make you feel, if you prefer the darker side or the more blue side. Okay, so with that being said, I think we should just get right into it and just conduct a quick scan first. Usually we can tell, well, not a scan exactly, that comes next, a temperature thing. And this is how we can tell how the temperature of your stress is doing, so we know how to combat it. And then just one more. Okay, and it's a little bit high. Okay, and then let's just, now we do the scan. Okay, and of course things may sound a little bit different on your end if you are listening with headphones, but that's entirely normal. Certainly nothing to do with me being too lazy to set up the mics after 2 weeks, but whatever. So, now usually how this works is the amount of stress you're dealing with can reflect how many vibrations we experience here, and considering that this is rather shaky, I would say that maybe you could do with a little bit of relief. Yes? Okay. A little bit more and then we'll get right into it. Okay, so let's begin. I think first off we need to work on just getting these big blobs surrounding your head. Now, thankfully, these things aren't very intelligent, so it's very easy just to pluck them away. Thankfully, I have my trusty pair of glasses here that I can see any of them, which is usually the toughest part. Usually, the reason why we deal with so much stress is because we cannot see everything around us. So it's important to have the right pair of specs so we can capture them. No idea if that made any sense, probably not, but whatever. let's just go a little bit faster here. Okay, now let's get a little bit more personal. Now, there you are. We have our actual tweezers here, so for the moment we're just going to do it with one. I would just like to keep hold of your head here, just plucking away. Let's go with two. Now we will move on to the more smaller type of strings that need to be plucked. These ones require a more delicate touch, you could say. Okay, that should do for the moment. Now, just going to stop the stress in its tracks. We need to now just make a couple of marks, gauging where we have worked on and where we need to keep working. So we have one here, and then one right at the center. Yeah, there we go. Then directly onto the chin, right on the cheek. Let me combine with plucking and hooking here. Okay, so for the moment I think we should let you have a break, and I think I would like to just measure how it's going so far, just see how our progress is doing. Judging by how you look, I would think that we seem to be getting somewhere, maybe. So let me just wrap this around your head here. Just bring it closer to you here. Apologies if it looks a little bit blurry. I like to have this go close to the eyes for a much more detailed look. Only for a moment here. And okay. Now let's just move along. Up. just moving at different parts of your head here. Right. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, perfect. Now then, okay, let me move on to the other color. Again, same thing as before. So this time we'll just keep it out. So we can have a nice look at both sides here. Okay. Yeah, that's about what I thought. More diagonal. Yeah. Yeah, let's just have a look at the numbers here. And then on this side as well. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Perfect. Right. And one more for the measuring side. Let's just get a little bit more personal here. Okay. I see. Take it nice and slow. Excellent. So now let's do a quick trim. We've plucked, we've measured, we took your temperature, so now we must be more aggressive. Because now we get to the rougher side of things, so it'll be harmless to you, quite painful for the stress, I'm afraid, and for my arms. Because these damn things are tiring to work. Clipped, so now we can work on just starting to grab them just do a little bit more plucking, kind of jump between all the other things that we've been doing, because now it's just a lot of little things moving around the head. This is probably the most awkward part, because now it's a lot of back and forth between different gadgets to get just the last remaining things before we finish. Can you tell me are you feeling? Are you hopefully feeling any better? Okay, well, even if not, you can always come back and we can try again with some other tools. There's many methods on how to relieve stress in this community after all. Just to finish off, I just want to feel around your face again here, usually along those marks that show just maybe you've been tensing up just a little bit too much. So I want to help just smooth them out, and then we can call it a day. Hopefully you can get some sleep, or at least a nap. Smooth it along here. Still see a little bit more stress strings floating around. There we go. Well, my friend, I have to say you are looking a little bit more relaxed. Wasn't going to admit it, but when you walked in, it looked as if you were looking very tense, as it were. Maybe staring daggers at me when you didn't mean to. But I would say that you're looking much better, but maybe a little bit drowsy. So the only advice I have really is to maybe go take a nap. And hopefully, what I was going to say, hopefully we see each other soon, but if we do, hopefully you'll be in a better position. But anyways, thank you for joining me here today, my